Hey everyone, I'm Garrick DeMeyer from Rail Constrictor Designs, and I've got some more GHIs to show you. I showed a video on GHIs just a couple of weeks ago, and I decided to make another one because there was some stuff in there that I wasn't able to show on the first video. So let's take a look at some more GHI combos. This first one here is a Pastel Banana GHI. This is a breeder male. It's really nice colors. Banana and GHI mix together really well, and then you can add other genes into it, of course, to alter the appearance. The pastel makes a lot lighter and more yellow coloration overall. This one right here is a normal GHI banana. Quite a bit darker look to it than the pastel, and of course these are way different in size too, but even as a hatchling this one was quite a bit different. And then here, if you add Mojave into Pastel Banana GHI, that's what you get. So this is this is Pastel Banana GHI Mojave, and this is a regular GHI banana. I really like these guys. Very nice. Almost pinkish color. Okay, so I've got some more babies and more adults that I'd like to show. Show a couple more babies here. This is a GHI Super Mystic. And then here's a normal Super Mystic. So the GHI really reduces the pattern in there. Snappy little guy. Looks like this one's gonna go in a shed too. Scales are a little duller than normal. So that is the GHI Super Mystic. Actually have another one of those here too. Really cool, just with that one stripe down the back and otherwise patternless snake. Really like those a lot. Okay, I'm going to put those away. And the next one I wanted to show is a Pastel Lesser GHI. This is a typical lesser GHI or GHI lesser. The pastel lightens it up quite a bit. And then here is a Butter Spider GHI. I really like the way the spider influences the GHI and lesser pattern, well, lesser butter, whatever. Really nice kind of smudged pattern on the sides with a really sharp pattern as you get up further onto the back. Okay, I'm going to put these guys away and bring out some more. Here's a Pastel Mystic GHI. Mystic GHIs and Mojave, or GHI Mojaves and GHI Mystics are very similar. The GHI Mystics tend to have a little bit more contrasted pattern through the body than the Mojaves do, but overall they're fairly similar. But this one has pastel in it as well. I don't think I have a regular GHI Mojave over here to show you, but I did show one in the last GHI video. Okay, now some more over in here. This first one's one of my favorites. This is a GHI Mojave Leopard. The blacks in this are a lot darker than on a regular GHI Mojave. Still has some pattern in the sides, but the blacks are really, really dark with this. This one's a female. I'm growing her up for something. I'm not really sure what I'm going to breed her to yet. First chance she gets, but I have at least a year before I really have to worry about that. I really like dark snakes, especially snakes with some contrast to them. Really, really like that look a lot. So that is a GHI Mojave Leopard. Wouldn't mind seeing what a clown version of this is, what it looks like. Lots of different possibilities with this one. Okay, so the next one I have. This one here is really different looking from the other one. This is a GHI Superfly. So Super Pastel Fire GHI. As of right now, this one's actually still for sale on my website. Kind of shocked that it hasn't been sold yet. It's such a cool snake. Really lots of blushing in there. Really bright, bright yellows. Hopefully it's showing up on the camera. Nice white belly. Really blushed out head. I just think that is a gorgeous snake. Actually, probably should have kept her now that I think about it, but can't keep everything, even though it seems like I do sometimes. Okay, now the next one that I want to show you is a breeder. I don't have a lot of breeder GHI stuff other than regular GHIs. I mean, I have some combos, which I showed last week, the you know, GHI pastels and GHI pinstripes, stuff like that. I think I showed some of those last week. This one is one of my favorites. This is a GHI Firefly. So the one that I just had out was a GHI Superfly, and that really, really reduced the pattern. This is a GHI Firefly, and actually, if I remember correctly, this is the mother of that other one. But she just has really intense yellows, really bright, high contrasted pattern. And right now, she's currently being bred by an axanthic pied. I really want to see what an axanthic version of this would look like. You know, take all this yellow and turn it white, or very light gray. And then, you know, getting this into pied I think would be really nice too. I have pastel pied, pastel GHI het pieds and regular GHI het pied breeders, and I've produced a few GHI pieds already. But I'd like to see what happens when you throw fire and pastel into it. You know, if you could get something that looks like this, that's got big, thick, wide white bands in it, I think that would just be an awesome looking snake. So this is probably one of my favorite snakes in my entire collection. Okay, get her back in this bag so I can put her away later. Okay, the next one I have came out, I think she's 2 years old now. And she was one of the weirdest ball pythons that I've ever hatched. She was produced from breeding an Enchi Fire Pastavi to a GHI. Now, I don't see pastel in her because the head is too dark, and there's also not really the typical yellows of a pastel. She's a little wild today. Hopefully I can get her to sit still so she's not just a blur on film. So when she hatched, the darker pattern on her was basically red. She was really, really red. Come on, sit still. Oh, then you won't be able to see her head very well, but at least you can get a feel for what her body color looks like. So I know there's Enchi in there. I know there's GHI in there. I doubt there's Mojave because I don't think that you could see that much pattern if there's Mojave in there. Possibly though, but I don't know. And then there pretty much has to be Fire in there. So as far as I can tell, this is a Enchi Fire GHI. I do have regular Enchi GHIs, but they don't look anything like this. Like nothing with the color, and even the pattern is different than this. So anyway, this is just one of those snakes that I don't really know exactly what it is, and but I just decided to keep her because she was such a cool, unique looking animal. That color that she had when she was a baby, I mean, basically I kept her so I could hopefully one day be able to make more of her because she was so cool looking when she was a baby, and I still think she's really cool right now too. Like that is just a unique color palette. Look at there's some pretty nice yellows on the side. If any of you out there have produced anything that looks really similar to this with the same general ingredients, let me know. I'd love to see pictures or at least find out more about it because I would love to know exactly, for sure what is in her. Otherwise, I'll figure it out when I breed her next year. I'll have to breed her to something fairly simple so I can pick out the ingredients in the babies. Like maybe I'll even breed her to a clown or a pied or something like that. So the het versions would be broken down versions of this. So, one of them might have GHI, one might have Fire, figure out the ingredients that way. The last thing I want to do is breed her into another multi-gene animal that's going to complicate what those babies are even more. That's really, really easy to do with ball pythons, and it would just get more confusing with every generation. So I really like to try to figure out exactly what's in all my snakes before I start breeding them, or at least after I get the first clutches out of them, I could piece together exactly what the genetics are of the breeders. Okay, so that is all I have for now. I'll come back soon with another video showing some more adult breeders. I haven't decided what complex I'm going to go with yet. I think I'm going to do Toffee and Toffino, but I'm not sure yet. So I've got a lot to choose from, so I'm sure I'll have quite a few more videos like this to show some of these awesome snakes. So if you'd like to see what I have available for sale, make sure to visit my website, royalconstrictordesigns.com. I probably have 450 individual snakes on there for sale right now. And also, I'm going to be at the Minnesota Reptile Show in March, on March 10th, I think it is. And then the next weekend at the NARBC in Tinley Park, Illinois. That's a huge show. They're both great shows, but the NARBC being a 2-day show is just awesome. And I get to see so many of you there at both shows, really. And it's just a great experience. Get to meet a lot of new people, get to see a lot of old friends and familiar faces there, meet a lot of you. So I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing you there.